Hey friends, my name is Seth Fagerlin. I'm one of the pastors here at Rock Point. Have you ever wondered that we are driven people? So often we think there's just certain personalities that are wired that way to be so driven or type A and want to accomplish those goals. But I believe inherently inside of all of us that we are driven to some bigger thing. Our lives get orientated around a bigger thing that we are willing to sacrifice for, we're willing to work hard for in order to get that thing at the end. We talked about triathlons and sports. We talked about gardening. We talked about graduations for students. We talked about even all of our different types of work. We are driven people, and that's a good thing. God made us that way. But it should make us pause and realize that, well, what is the ultimate thing that we are driven towards? Because otherwise we turn those other things into ultimate things, and they're good things. All those things I just mentioned, they're great things, but if we try to make them ultimate things, meaning that they got to be the ultimate meaningful thing in our life, or satisfy us in every way, or we want them to last forever, those things just can't do that for us. And that's where we realize that we are driven ultimately to a relationship with Jesus. Paul mentions that in his letter to Timothy that we looked at yesterday. In 2 Timothy, he says, I endure all things for the sake that people may obtain the salvation of their souls with eternal glory. God wants you to find the thing that ultimately matters in life, my friends. He wants you to find the satisfaction in every single area of your heart. God made you with those core desires, and you can only find those in Him. But here's the best part, is it lasts forever. He says it's eternal glory. So it'll always last, it'll always satisfy, it'll always be meaningful. Well, as we approach Easter and how great this time of year is, this is like the very center of our faith, what we celebrate as followers of Jesus. Here's how I want to encourage you to remember your person-driven life, your Jesus-driven life. I said in the Gospel of John in the Bible, John 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 5 chapters is one night, the night before Jesus gets arrested, betrayed, and later crucified. That night is one moment with Jesus and his close followers of his, the disciples. So I encourage you to take one chapter a day. It takes 5 to 10 minutes. It's not that long. So over the course of this week, yesterday was John 13, today would be John 14, and so on. But then Friday, my friends, find a little more time and read all 5 chapters at once. Even better, read it with family or with some friends. But remember those words of Jesus as he wants you to know where your ultimate life is found in him. And then join us for Good Friday as we remember the cross of God's great love for us, that he sent his only son. And then celebrate with us at Easter and the new life that Jesus now offers you because he has risen from the grave. Thank you, friends, for joining us, and we hope you tune in more.